TOMz.
It's a beautiful afternoon, Bantu baseMzansi, and that can only mean one thing and one thing only. The biggest and the best sci-tech show is finally on your screens.
Yep.
CB's get teenagers on a mission. Monana SABC One Mzansi for sure. My name is Sia and his name is Nkatha. And trust me, ku sazoba.
Nandi. Good afternoon, everybody. Jeng and Jayada will fit to the two awesome birds are in the building to take you guys into another crazy, incredible, fascinating, educational journey into the world of life, science, and technology. So sit down, relax, because we've got a jam-packed show just for you.
Absolutely right, Bafetu. It's just so exciting. Sometimes you just have to interject there, my boy. Dyslexia, another invisible disability.
Yes, so it is said, Bafetu, the concept of time, sequence, logic, and consequence can actually be learned through the process of reading, writing, or either mathematics.
However, abantu abanedyslexia bafethu ne abakwazi ugrasp such concepts, which is why abanye abantu may perceive them to be peculiar or different according to what society deems as right.
So, for sure, what exactly is dyslexia? What is dyslexia? So sit back, relax, ngoba le show le yaqala manje.
Ro kopana le Alex Goodman re bona hore hantlentle o thusitse jwang ka ho sebedisa the Ron Davis method. Re bona hore Ron Davis method hantlentle e sebetsa jwang in action. Ra fumana hore impact e entseng mo naheng ya rona e jwang ka lebaka la the Ron Davis method. Re bona hore hantlentle the link between the brain and dyslexia yona hantlentle ke eng. Re bona hore dyslexia hantlentle re qale o ifumana neng. Re bona hore alternative learning methods ke tse feng tse re di sebedisang ho thusa batho ba le dyslexia. The TOMz quiz.
Alright, Mzansi, it's that time again where we get to interact with you guys via social media. Now, we actually took it to the streets to find out from you guys about dyslexia. Let's hear what you guys had to say on social media. On Facebook, dyslexia is a mental disorder in which one misspells certain words. Alright, cool. Dyslexia is a disorder that hinders one from focusing when trying to read. Alright, cool. Do keep those comments coming in on social media. But on Facebook, we are simply TOMz. On Twitter at TOMz_SABC_UNO. With that being said, Escorin Sabatini, let's go to have.
Alright, bafethu namhlanje sithe touchdown KZN sivakasheleke ePhumanyova High School where sibuza abafundi bethu a few questions about dyslexia. Hi Siswam.
Hi njani?
Happy njani wena? Bani igama lakho?
Sinothile Nkosi.
So Sinothile khonxelene. Why do you think it's important for umuntu akwazi ukufunda?
It's because if ukwazi ukufunda uyakwazi ukuthi communicate nabanye abantu with the first additional language, which is exactly I language esikwazi communicate ngayo sisonke singabantu.
Kubalekile ukuthi umuntu akwazi ukufunda because kwi life science safunda ukuthi yonke into like umzimba womuntu unama neurons. So the more uwasebenzisa ama neurons wakho is the more eba active, and the more ungawasebenzisi is the time lapho angabe sasebenza ngendlela bekumele asebenze ngawo. So wena mawufunda usuku exercise umqondo wakho, uvula iminyango, ngithi iminyango emisha emqondweni wakho kuzokhona ukuthi ufunde kangcono.
Okay, imaths yona?
Ngiyayithanda ne-maths.
Okay, do you think we use it in everyday life?
Yes, i-maths nje each and every time sisebenzisa singabafundi, because if you are counting something, you're using mathematics, noma ngabe nje mhlambe ngathini emakhaya nje kakhulu simasibala nje siyasebenzisa kakhulu.
You guys are still watching Teenagers on a Mission. So, question is in can dyslexia be corrected? Check this video out.
Dyslexia itsho hore motho he wa sokola ho bala, ho ngola, ebile wa kgona ho spela dintho, a kgona le ho sebedisa language to a certain degree. Mpa he ha e kopane le hore motho o hlalefile hakakang. Rona ha re tsebe hore hantle dyslexia e etse ka lebaka la eng, mpa he di symptoms tsa teng re di bona mo bathong ba santsane ba le bana ba banyane. Dyslexia ke ntho e leng hore o phela ka yona bophelo ba hao kaofela, mpa there is a range of educational programs tse tlo thusang batho ba le dyslexia hore le bona ba kgone ho ithuta ho tshwana le bana ba bang. Dyslexia ke ntho e fumaneng ke Oswald Birkin ka 1881, pa hele bitso la teng le fumaneng ke Rudolf Berlin ka 1887, o leng hore ke ophthalmologist wa ko Stuttgart. Wila a sebedisa lebitso lehe ka mora hore a bone moshimane o monyane o sa kgoneng ho bala le ho ngola, mpa he a hlalefile ho tshwana le bana ba bang. Autism le dyslexia ke ntho e leng gore di a kopana ka mogara brain processing e leng ka mogara kelello ya hao. Ka mokgwa heo ho tlwaelehile gore batho ba na le autism ba be le yona le dyslexia. Dyslexia ke ntho e leng gore e sokodisa batho gore ba tsebe ho bala. Batho ba na le dyslexia ba sokola ho bala fluently and accurately. Ba sokola hape le ho etsa di-comprehension, spelling and writing. Ka lebaka la hore ha ba le di-skills tseo, ntho eo he e etsa gore ba se ka kgona ho fumana mosebetsi o lokileng ebile ba ba le di-challenges mo bophelong ba bona.
So, Banaz Bafetu Guti, Hollywood's famous actor, Tom Cruise, is actually dyslexic.
What? Wow! Yes, bengazi mfana. Yabo mfethu, lento ngikuqozi nofuqufuqu ngoba phela shuthi abanye abantu manje aba-dyslexic nabo bayakwazi ukufinyelela kumaphupho abo. Kodwa uyazi abameli abaqotho la eMzansi ne? And uMzansi jikelele and umhlaba jikelele, they actually dyslexic.
Wow, igenza ufile njani lento lena?
Qozi nofuqufuqu my boy.
Well, I see us feeling that way. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be back after the break.
TOMz.
Welcome back, you guys. Still tuning to SABC One Mzansi for sure. Let's step in this weekend. I guess it's visiting teenagers on a mission. If you've just joined us, namhlanje sikhuluma nge-dyslexia.
Yes, absolutely right, bafethu. If usanda kujoyina ungawarisheki, you are just in time ukuthi uhlangane ke nendwendwe lethu namhlanje.
Yes, so Ikasasalethu namhlanje is a facilitator for the Ron Davis method, which has been proven to correct some symptoms with dyslexia.
Sounds too good to be true? We'll check this out.
You know what time it is? Your boy C-A-D-D-Y pronounced Nkatha is here to get running the streets of Johannesburg. Now I'm trying to see the touchdown and honey juba fit. So we're learning about dyslexia. So we're about is it a disorder or an ability? It's you and me in this mission. Let's begin.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, thank you so much. So today I'm here on a mission.
Yeah.
To find out exactly who are you, what do you do, and where are we?
Okay. Well, my name is Axel,
yes.
And I live in Kommetjie in Cape Town at the moment, and come from Iceland originally.
Okay.
And I am a director of a Davis Dyslexia Association, Africa. And what we do is that we work with kids and adults that have any kind of learning difficulties, like dyslexia, ADD, and autism.
Yes.
We also train teachers and professionals like psychologists and so on, in how, and even parents, in how to help kids and adults with these problems.
I can't wait to find out more about that. Okay, so let's talk about dyslexia. What is it?
Dyslexia is a label for when you struggle with the written word, meaning reading, writing, spelling in general.
Dyslexia affected the development of the temporal lobe e leng ka mara di kelello tsa rona e leng gore controller language e leng gore re fumana ka morra ditsebe tsa rona. Temporal lobe is one of the four major lobes ka mara cerebral cortex e leng ka mora di kelellong tsa di mammals. Temporal lobe re fumana ka mora the lateral fissure e leng ka mora the cerebral hemisphere mo di kelellong tsa di mammals. Temporal lobe e kena kgona gore thusa ka processing sensory input ebile re thusa ka visual memory, language comprehension, emotion association.
Okay, so tell me, with these disorders and dyslexia, what are they caused by? Like, what, are you born with dyslexia, or is it something that grows when you grow as well?
Okay, there is a genetic component, which means that you're born with the risk of becoming dyslexic, you could say that.
Yes.
But the dyslexia itself actually develops when you get into school and when your unique thinking style, which tends to be a visual thinking style, non-verbal, not thinking with words, thinking with pictures or images, when school doesn't accommodate your learning style and your thinking style, that's when dyslexia develops.
Oh, okay. Okay, so tell me, can it be treated?
Absolutely.
So that's what you do?
Yeah, that's what we do. If we talk about just the dyslexia, we spend generally about 5 days with a person. We deal with the central course, which is essentially teaching people how to focus their attention and maintain their attention. And once that's done, over 5 days, we tend to see a dramatic change.
Okay.
Naturally speaking is a voice recognition software e tlo kgona go thusa batho ba bue ka mogara microphone eng go mantswe a e kenya ka mogara a program e leng ka mogara computer ya rona e bile ya o thusa ka correct spelling e kgona go thusa ka gore e bale ntho e typeweng out loud ha e le gore wena he o batla go change ntho e teng e leng gore o e typile o sebedisa mouse e bile o e edit ka bo wena ba hao. Go na le di-technologies tse ngata he tse tlo kgonang go scanna ntho e ngotseng fatshe e bala out loud to you. Di-software tseo re tla kgona go di fumana ka mogara di-mobile apps tsa rona ebile go na le di-special reading funds tse tlo kgonang go sebedisiwa ke batho ba nang le dyslexia ba batlang go ithuta.
So with all these various disorders, I'm sure there's various treatments for them.
Yeah, well, we use, first we teach someone how to focus their attention and notice when they lose their focus and refocus.
Yes.
And then that's the most important part. But then we need to address things that break their focus. And there's actually things on the page that break the focus for a person like that. And it's, first of all, it's letters, and we spend quite a bit of time on the alphabet to make sure that the letters don't break your focus. Then we look at words, and all of this happens with plasticine, with clay, like this.
Wow, okay.
And so we literally make words out of plasticine. Now, why does that matter? The reason, let me give you an example.
Yes.
If you were thinking pictures, so if I say the word mountain, what happens in your mind?
I see a mountain.
Okay. If I say the word house, what happens in your mind?
I see a house.
Okay. If I say the word the, what happens?
I see the, actually.
Yeah.
T-H-E.
T-H-E. So in the first case, you saw the meaning of the word. You saw the mountain, you saw the house.
Yes.
The last one, the, you didn't see the meaning of the, you just saw the word.
Yes.
So this becomes a problem. If you think in pictures and you read word like mountain and house, it's no problem.
Yes.
But when you read word like the, then it's like you come to a halt. There's a blank. There isn't a picture. It doesn't translate into your thinking.
Yes.
So you have two choices. Either you have to figure out the word, which takes a lot of work every time you read it, or you just need to skip it, which is what a lot of dyslexics do. They just read the picture words and fill in the blanks. So what we do, we have identified 217 words that don't translate easily into a picture. We call them trigger words because they trigger disorientation. They break your focus.
Yes, yes.
And the follow-up work that I was talking about earlier is about giving those words a picture. Words like the is quite hard, but I'll give you an easier one.
Okay.
On.
On.
What happens in your mind when I say on?
I'm putting something on top of something.
Yeah, that's exactly right. If you look it up in a dictionary, you will see that on says held up by.
Yes.
Or supported by. So something on top of something.
Yes.
And that's a fairly easy trigger word. So if you were to make a clay model of what on means, can you just, it doesn't really matter what you make, but what matters is that it's your idea.
Yes. I think I've got an idea.
Yeah.
It's just a bit.
It doesn't have to be artistic at all.
Okay. There we go. This is a television on a table.
So what we need to have all three parts that Einstein was talking about.
Yes.
What it looks like, what it sounds like, and what it means. Here's what it means.
Yes.
This is what on means. So next you would have to have a line of clay, and then you just make the word on. And you make it the way it's in the dictionary, just O-N with lowercase letters.
Okay. So how does this stimulate you?
So what happens now is once you've made these two parts, you've made 2 out of 3 parts of the word. You made what it means and you made what it looks like.
Yes.
And then you just need to add what it sounds like. And we do that by using our voice, and you just talk to the model here and say you are on, meaning held up by or supported by.
Yes.
And then you tell this one, you say on. Most importantly, you've gone through a process in your mind of really getting clarity about what the word means.
Yes, yes.
So next time when you see the word on, you will have a picture as clear as house or mountain.
Yes.
And then when you read, if you do that with all these 217 words, when you read, you just read picture, 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 picture. It's like watching a video.
Oh, wow.
So what we really do is that we allow your thinking, we translate the words, all the words on the page, into a picture thinking mind, and then reading becomes easy peasy.
Sure.
Wow.
That's been guys, dyslexia is such a complex disorder.
Yes, I'm also indeed. Because we still have more that you guys are going to learn from this episode. So we're going to take a short ad break. Yeah, booyah. Don't move.
TOMz. TOMz.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back. You are still watching Teenagers on a Mission right here at SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. Lina laka ke nasiya ona na yena ke KD.
Yes, most definitely. If you've just joined us, you haven't missed much. On we're meeting up with the guest to excel Bafet, who's actually using the Ron David's method to actually correct abantu abane dyslexia.
Absolutely right. Let's go back and find out more.
So how would one know that they are dyslexic?
Okay. Now, the thing that most people identify with dyslexia is confusing B's and D's and not being sure which way the S goes and so on.
Yes.
That is part of recognizing it, but we see dyslexia as a sign of potential giftedness, certainly a sign of an advantage, because the thinking style that the school doesn't tend to accommodate properly is an advantage. It's a more effective thinking style. We can process more information faster than the average person.
Yes.
Now, how do we recognize it? First thing is that almost all dyslexics are very creative. Not just artistically creative, but Richard Branson, for example, he's business creative. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk. So high intelligence, creativity, and thinking in pictures, or sometimes thinking in actions, like sports people.
Yes.
Almost all top sports people are ADD or dyslexic.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have learned a lot about dyslexia. It's not only a disability, but also can be seen as a superpower. This is what we call mission accomplished. C-A-W-D-Y pronounced, Caddy.
Oh yes, Mzansi nako ifitlile. Yes, you guessed it. It's that time again where we get to put your knowledge to the test with our TOMz quiz challenge. You too can also play along with us on social media. With that being said, my friends, when it comes to the TOMz Speed Round Master. Let's play.
Dumelang kaofela TOMzers, la tsebo re le khethehile haholo ho rona ebile re le rata haholo, and that is why in today's episode re leng ra tshekela Phumanyova High School. Let's to have some fun with you guys. Science and technology. Lights, camera, and action. Are you ready to experience the ultimate edutainment? Let's all about sci-tech, science, technology, influence a focus group, TOMz. That will empower the learners and keep them motivated. Career guidance. It's cool to be smart, guys, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And with TOMz by your side, learning becomes fun. Edutainment. And we did exactly that at the dance-off challenge. The presenters turned against each other, and then we gave the learners a chance to see who could outdance them.
Team A and Team B have.
We tested their knowledge with the TOMz quiz where we saw Team B winning the first round.
And it's true!
Really right to the second round, where we won a grade 12 learner, knocking everyone out. The speed round master. The pyramid puzzle.
And you've made it to the last round.
I'm so happy.
Okay, that's very good. This is the final stage. This is the speed round master. I want a puzzle in front of you now. funa uyiphinde on this bundle okanye lena kodwa ukwazi ubeka enkulu phezu kwencinci ne and go.
Hello, Luna, but let's check the school. All you have to do is email tomz@sabc.co.za. Who's the man? Luna, go check the school on Sahel.
On the clock. Yeah, what's the stars? Yay, yay! Yay, yay! Yay!
Congratulations, Notile. Rotonga libito la relikenya on the TOMZ log. Rotonga bapala with learners from other schools who wrote to win the grand prize.
I'd like to say shout out to my mom, my dad Josini, my mom Gwanongoma, and Ukokwa Mwakabake no Maluma Mubaba.
Niyakufethu kusitala emhlabeni la izinto zihleli zishintsha. Well, I want to know what exactly does the future hold. Check this video out.
Bokamoso ba bana ba nang le dyslexia mo Afrika Borwa bo tswela pele bo ya pele. Homeschooling, remedial schools and occupational therapy ke tso e sebedisang ke batswadi ba bangata ba bana ba nang le dyslexia. Our schools or projects tse tshwanang le woodwork, carpentry ke tso e leng hore he ba ruta bana ba nang le di conditions tseo hore le bona ba tlo kgona ho ba economically viable. Hona le di apps tse kgonang ho bala ntho tse ngotsweng out loud ebile e highlighta mantswe a itseng ho thusa bana ba hore ba kgone ho ithuta le bona. Hona le di apps tse leng hore they are on a PDF document tse kgona ho nka ditshwantsho di ngole mantswe a ditshwantsho tse hore bana ba tlo kgona ho ithuta hore hantle nte setshwantsho seo ke eng. Learning Alley is an affordable source e leng hore batho ba nang le dyslexia ba e sebedisa. E kgona ho ba thusa ka hore wa e sebedisa as an app wa mamela ntho e leng ka mahara buka ebile ya o jwetsa hore ntho tse ngotsweng mo bukeng eo di reng.
And that's how we wrap up the show, Bafethu. Thank you so much for joining us in today's episode. Nikumbule Bafethu, we are live and kicking on social media. On Facebook, see TOMZ. On Twitter, see TOMz_SABC_1. And to say something, if you have a friend or a family member who's dyslexic, Bafethu, Nikumbule, these people are still normal.
Absolutely right. Now, please do keep those comments coming in on social media. Nkatha and SS Shilo. Otherwise, to keep tabs on the show, please do visit to www.sabceducation.org.za/TOMZ. Otherwise, you can catch me on my personal Twitter account at IamSia_G.
And if you get bored on that side, you can always come to the fresh side. I am Fresh by Caddy. But before we go, check out the highlights. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
On the next episode of Teenagers on a Mission. Identity theft ke ntho e tseleng dilemo tse ngata tse fetileng ka lebaka la hore batho banka identity ya motho for power or money. Identity thieves yona ba sebedisa tactics tse ngata hore ba kgone ho fumana information le identity ya motho o mong. Identity theft e ntse e hola ebile ke problem e leng hore e affecta batho ba le mo Afrika Borwa every single day. Ska lebala ho shebella TOMZ ka Labohlano at 2:30 for SABC 1. Zanti for show, son.